You can see our fabulous logo. All right. Flip back to... And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Geekodrome. Geekodrome is the weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am Jon, and I am joined by the Italian-American dream, Stugots.
You are joined?
I am joined, Jon. It's true.
I am joined and Johnning me today.
It's Sunday morning. These things happen. So, did you have a good week, Stugots? Since we last recorded? Did you catch the big Super Bowl last weekend?
No, I don't watch that shit. I prefer to watch undetermined outcome sporting events, such as WWF and Ring of Honor.
Well, did you watch Halftime Heat?
Yes, I did. I loved Halftime Heat.
I did not get to, and I never had the chance to go back this week.
The only problem with Halftime Heat was the way Adam Cole was treated afterwards. At the end, he was treated like a loser. And right now in WWF, it's a big deal about how guys are apparently being treated creatively. So to see one of my favorites get just disregarded and tossed aside wasn't enjoyable. But man, oh man, do I love Tommaso Ciampa. He is a great villain, without a doubt. I think one of the greatest today when it comes to being a bad guy.
Oh, nice. See, I never get enough chance to watch NXT. So.
For a whole year on NXT, he went with no entrance music. His entrance music really was just the boos from the crowd because it was so loud. It didn't make sense for him to have music. He would just walk out and there'd be silence. All of a sudden he'd walk out and the boos was so loud and so nonstop that he couldn't even cut a promo. And sometimes he'd just stop, like not even try to cut the promo, just stand in the ring getting booed for the 2 or 3 8 minutes, whatever the segment was supposed to be, and then he'd just walk out.
That's fantastic. I need to find one of these on YouTube.
It's great to see someone just fully embrace being a heel in today's wrestling landscape, because it's everyone wants to be the cool heel, everyone wants to be the Kevin Owens heel, or the Young Bucks heel, or the NWO heel. So to see someone just say screw it, I will be this anti, everything else, and embrace it so much. And he didn't have a T-shirt. He had a T-shirt that he designed that he refused to sell. And now the T-shirt that is on WWEshop.com is not the T-shirt everyone wants, but it's still selling.
That's awesome.
I'll send you the picture of the T-shirt everyone wanted that he refused to authorize, because I guess he created it or had it drawn for him or whatever. But it was pretty badass.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so it's like the Elias when he came out a couple months ago and was booed so bad, like. The entire segment stopped for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's how every Tommaso Ciampa segment was.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I went to family and watched the game, and it was a game. But it meant I couldn't watch Halftime Heat at the time. But there really were only 2 movie trailers through the thing, where on this show we have talked about movie trailers post Super Bowl. And filled a show with them. This year...
just real quick, that's the... it's like a skull with a giant beard.
That is very cool.
And it says Black Heart. He had the shirt made, but he wouldn't... it won't be available for sale. So I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I just wanted to show you that.
Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, so as I was saying, there were only really 2 movie trailers... And it was Avengers and Captain Marvel. Not America.
Yeah.
Did you watch at least those 2 spots?
I've watched them both online since.
Okay. What did you think of the Avengers?
There's nothing. It's a movie that doesn't need a trailer. Honestly, at this point, I mean, we've been building up to this for 10 years. There's nothing to do for this movie other than to put it out. I don't need to see a trailer. I don't need to see another TV spot. I don't need to see interviews with the cast. I want to see interviews with the cast like after I see the movie, but I don't need any publicity for this movie. The only thing I need is for the movie to come out.
I'll agree. They need to do commercials just to remind people when it's coming out.
Well, yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need. 10
Yeah.
seconds. Hey, don't forget, real quick, Avengers Endgame, April 22. Don't miss it.
I mean,
all right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it was almost $1 billion movie, or if not more. And I mean, it's just you're not buying a new audience with this because you really can't just jump in on this one. I don't think.
And it's going to be 3 hours.
Yes, that came out this week. That's the working
Which
cut.
I'm excited for. I mean, I know that's a long time to be sitting in a movie theater, but man, if there's any footage that they have filmed, I want to see it.
I agree. I mean, they've been doing a lot of pickups within the last few months, but that's nothing because they filmed the majority of the movie when they filmed the first one, and then just they rework the movie as they go and they massage it and just see like, oh, this isn't working, and they'll do new shots for that and reshoots. But I'm excited. I can't wait.
I would say 3 hours. It's. I mean, think about like the movies over our lifetime that have been 3 hours. Godfather 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Goodfellas wasn't 3 hours.
No, it wasn't.
It was great. Casino, not 3 hours, great, but it puts it in a very rare group of films.
The last movie I can recall that's over 3 hours, I want to say, is Apollo 13, and that was in the 80s.
Right. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. Before that, it was like I can think of movies from like the 40s, the 50s, like Ben-Hur. Godfather was about 3 hours, wasn't it? As you said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the number of movies I can think of that like were long enough that they needed an intermission is few and far between.
Now, like I see people like bitching, like, "Oh my god, that's a long time. I to be in a movie theater. I have a life." Listen, it's a movie. Go see it. Enjoy it. Turn your phone off. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I will enjoy every moment.
Bring a urinal to pee in so you don't miss a second.
You could bring a bottle. Urinals are big.
No, urinals are like handheld jugs.
Oh, okay. See, to me, urinal's the thing in the bathroom with the...
No.
All right. So the other movie trailer is Captain Marvel. Oh, sorry. Just to go back to the Avengers thing. Somebody pointed out that it looks like some of the footage was edited.
Yes.
To remove characters and things like that.
You see it in spacings.
Yeah. And, I mean, the obvious guess is it's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And, there's a couple other little edits, but whatever. They edited Hulk into the trailer for the previous Avengers movie.
Right. And didn't use them, so.
No, that was because it would have spoiled the fact that there was no Hulk.
Right.
So, yeah. I have no problem with them messing with the trailers, and it'll be fun to look back and go, oh, they really did fuck with us. All right, cool.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I want to be surprised when I sit down to watch it.
Same here. And I don't think there's anything that could, kill this movie for me at this point.
No.
All right. So now, Captain Marvel. What did you think of that commercial?
Again, I'm excited to see this movie. I think that I am in a rare percent of people who love these movies, but because it seems like anything that I read, from people talking about it, is people seem to have no interest in seeing this movie.
Do you think it's because it's a female lead, or because?
Oh, definitely. That's the biggest complaint. Is why do I have to see a female superhero? Because that's what it is.
For the same reason that we had Black Panther, because that's the hero they're showing us.
It just, I don't know. People just have been annoying the hell out of me anymore.
I know. It's hard. Everybody wants to be negative, and it's what it is. It's part of the problem with social media these days. Let's go back to
You know,
Twitter.
when I see Jerry Seinfeld on comedians riding cars getting coffee, and he talks like so anti social media, and Tina Fey as well. Like the first few times that like I've seen them say stuff, it was like, hey, that's not cool because that those are fans. When I heard David Spade and Howard Stern complain about it not too long ago, I was like, hey, that's not cool because those are fans. It's like, no, they're right. They're right. I'm wrong. People, just because you have this voice, that doesn't mean that it has to be heard. And it doesn't mean you have to be negative about everything. There's nothing wrong with looking forward to something. There's nothing wrong with anticipating something and waiting for it and being happy with what you see.
It's true. And the problem is, it's not even that it's everyone, it's a vocal minority. So
Yeah.
let's say 10% of people don't like a movie. But they're the ones who are the loudest and jump on Twitter and complain the most. Because I go to a movie, and I'm like, all right, that was fun. All right, now let's go to dinner. They don't like the movie. They go on Twitter, they yell incessantly, they attack the actors.
I must voice my unhappiness. No, you don't. Just go to the fucking bar and have a beer, like I'm going to do when I walk out of a movie.
Exactly. It's okay to not, air it. It's okay if you want to do it in a constructive way to have conversation. I mean, there are definitely movies I have not liked where I've been posted online. I'm like, dude, I just couldn't dig this movie. I didn't attack the director. I didn't attack the actors. I just stated, I really don't like this movie, and moved on with my life.
Like the other day, Jen and I tried watching Mary Poppins 2.
Okay.
We didn't get through it. Okay.
That's that bad, huh?
Yeah. I didn't go on my Twitter and talk about it. I didn't nothing. It's just I moved on with my fucking life. I had a negative experience or something. Well, I don't want to dwell on it and waste more time. I felt bad that I wasted 45 minutes of the little free time that I have, especially with Jen's when our schedule's not lining up, and both of us pretty much on 7-day-a-week schedules, so to get a few hours together is really rough. And we wasted of the 2 hours that we had together, we wasted 45 minutes on a movie. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking waste any more time that I have tonight talking about it. It's just, we moved on.
I know. Well, the girlfriend likes those natural disaster movies.
No, I can't watch
There's
it.
so many bad ones. We watched Geostorm last night, but I didn't go out and complain about it. I just went, yeah. Well, I went in knowing it's going to be pretty bad, so
yeah,
I was just like, all right.
My problem with disaster movies, which is why it makes it hard for me to watch. When you live through a couple, you're just like, man, I don't want to see that shit.
No, I get that. We don't get too many in New York, so it's not so bad.
Yes, like a little one called September 11th.
That was not a natural disaster.
It's a disaster movie. Listen to what I said.
Oh, okay.
Listen
Sorry.
to what I said.
You're right.
Okay? Don't do that shit. I'm in no fucking mood, okay?
Okay.
Any kind of disaster film, I can't sit through after that.
Oh, I gotcha.
I know you like to change your goalposts after I make a
No. I was just thinking the movies that I was thinking of, like 2012 and Geostorm.
I can't sit through San Andreas.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one.
And I love The Rock.
Yeah.
I do. I can't sit through any kind of disaster movie.
Yeah.
You go through a fucking a couple terrible fucking hurricanes, and you're like, well, I don't want to see any fucking thing that closely resembles that.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, but she likes them, so I tolerate them.
But that's what you gotta do if you're in a relationship.
Yeah. They're all bad.
I don't think has there ever been a good one? I mean, the original Poseidon Adventure was good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know of any good ones.
Yeah. No, Day After Tomorrow, also bad. Yeah, I mean, they're all bad. So it's just, it is what it is. Like
I'm really trying to think, what was a good disaster film? And everyone's like, well, the effects, all right.
I'll give them the effects are good.
Listen, there's some scenes in Batman versus Superman, that are hard to see.
I get that. Yeah.
But I can't, but again, if my girlfriend wants to see it, we watch it. We watched something 2 weeks ago that I thought I was going to hate and ended up loving. Oh, Dumpling. The Dumpling movie on Netflix.
Oh, she watched that without me. So.
Oh, what a cute fucking movie. It inspired my t-shirt I'm wearing today. Dolly for president.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say I know it was all Dolly Parton music, but
Oh, pretty cool.
yeah, maybe I'll check it out still.
It was just cute. There's a lot of coming of age movies for boys. This was a coming of age movie for a girl, and it was pretty badass. I liked it.
All right. Yeah, there's quite a few coming of age movies for girls, but we don't really watch teenage girl movies, so.
Yeah, and most of them tend to just be, I don't know, like I don't know. I guess stupid. This one was cute. And Jennifer Aniston, she's coming up on 50. She looks amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I think a whole nother topic that we should bring up sometime is like teen movies, because
Oh, definitely.
I introduced the girlfriend last night to Heathers,
Oh.
so
Abby loves that. Well, it's a play. She knows it as a play, and then I made her watch the movie one day, and she was just like, "There's a movie?" Yeah. She's walking around the house singing a song, and I'm like, "What the hell is that to?" She's like, "Oh, something you wouldn't know. It's a musical called Heathers," and I'm like, "Based on the movie?" No. And she's telling me about it. I'm like, "It's a movie. It's a movie." So I made her watch it, and that was an awesome coming of age movie.
Oh, it totally is, and one that they really can't make today. There's just too many things that are, going on.
Because you look at it now, and it's like, oh, they're kind of making fun of teen suicide, and
Yeah, they
like this movie's giving kids ideas to blow up schools.
yeah. Well, the Heathers, they did the TV show, and then it happened. They were going to release it like the day after a school shooting, so it got postponed. Then a year later, they pretty much ran it like in like 3 days over a weekend, and again there was like a school shooting like 2 days before. I think they still ran it.
I don't even remember this.
Yeah, it was released late last year, but
Oh yeah, did we talk about this at one point?
we did when it was originally postponed, and then never brought it back
Oh,
up.
okay. Because I see a Google image, because half my computer screen's blocked with the tablet, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, oh, I remember talking about these assholes now.
Yeah. I believe we still had a third co-host at that point, so
Oh,
it's that far
so
back.
it was forgettable.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah. So all right. So we're both looking forward to the Captain Marvel. It looks fun and it's going to be good. I mean, there's no way they can screw this up.
Even if you take out the part of, oh, I really don't want to see a female superhero, and this is going to be the death of Marvel, blah blah blah. Man, we get to see how Nick Fury loses his eye.
Very likely, yeah.
We get to see a young Phil Coulson. Like, what? Two things right there. I want to see it. It's a period piece set in the 90s. I want to see it. There's three things right there to hook you. If that doesn't hook you, stay home.
I want to be there opening night. That's me. So.
And she looks badass with that mohawk flaming. Come on.
She looks exactly like the comic book.
What more could you want from a superhero movie commercial trailer at this point?
The website they made to go with it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
What's that?
They released the website this week, and it's one of those awful 90s like GeoCities Angel Fire pieces of
perfect. That's perfect.
It is so amazing.
Send me the link. I have to see that. That would be awesome.
It is marvel.com/Captain Marvel.
Hold on.
I can link you to it, but so for anybody who wants to,
Marvel.com/what?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And now live reaction of Stugots viewing a 1990s fake website.
All right, hold on. Let me move the tablet so I can see it. Oh. It has the counter.
It has the counter.
At the bottom.
It has a quiz. Awesome. It has a guest book.
Play the game. Oh, the guest book.
It plays music. It has a thing popping up off the sides of a scroll.
Oh my god. The shitty fonts.
Oh yeah.
Oh come on, this looks just like a MySpace page.
Exactly.
Oh come on. How can someone not be happy with this?
It's hilarious. It's so 90s awful. It's
Ugh.
amazing.
And the girl, the chick is really pretty who's playing her. So you're gonna see a cute chick in tight clothes running around on screen. Come on, and she's a flaming mohawk in some scenes. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I like the old lady popping in at different parts of the screen. I like it.
And if you
Come on, that's awesome.
if you click her, it punches her.
I closed it because I didn't want to be too distracted.
You'll go back later and play the quiz and click her and whatever.
Come on, it's so well done. That's the best laugh I've had all fucking week.
Yeah, it's.
That is awesome. That is so well done. Like,
I know, I love it.
back over here.
So,
Okay.
so that's gonna be amazing. So, leaving the Marvel side, we have the DC side, where you have signed up for the DC Universe app.
I even paid for a year.
Ooh, you fancy.
Well, I kind of had to because I see the way they're staggering the fucking Young Justice stuff out. So
yeah, so we have. It was my hot pick a few weeks ago. We had 3 episodes a week for, was it 4 weeks? Fourth week had an extra episode, so we got 13. And all I know is I made it my hot pick, said I'm really enjoying it, and then during the week I get a message. I loved Young Justice.
Oh my God.
It's the best.
It's everything that it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's so good. It's very mature, but so you got to hide the kids for this one. But what did you think of it? Besides the oh my God, it's awesome.
It's so well done. The way that everything's tying, slowly tying together. I mean, how much in depth do you want to get? Are you worried about spoilers or anything?
We can do the general, and then we can hit spoilers if people want to skip ahead.
It's got every single character I want to see. There's no doubt about that. It doesn't look like they've left anyone out of this. And it's such an elaborate story spread out. That one scene when Wonder Woman's talking to Batman, like, wait, you have 6 teams running missions that they don't know about, that they all don't know about, but they all intersect. And how are you keeping track of all this?
He's Batman.
He's Batman. There's no other way. I loved how the first episode they catch you up, and they show Barbara Gordon staying behind to be with the team, and then the next time you see Barbara Gordon, she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, so they went with the whole Oracle thing, which was great.
Yeah, and which is perfect. I mean, I love it, but you're like, oh shit, stuff went down while we were away.
Yeah, yeah, and I love the fact that they really tie in the Justice League.
Yeah,
it's just so good, and and they're really taking all 26 episodes to tell a long form story.
Oh yeah, it's not rushed at all, but at the same time, it's not moving slowly. There's something happening all the time. I do have a question because I don't remember. Where is King Arthur to be Aquaman? Why is Aqualad Aquaman now?
I don't remember. I think it was something in the previous series.
Okay.
Because season 2 was a whole Atlantis story.
Yeah.
And I honestly haven't watched
it. I don't remember.
Since it originally aired.
I figured I would ask you because maybe you would know. I mean, I'll look it up.
Yeah. But, I just don't remember because it was something involved. It was something. The previous series was the whole Black Manta, Aqualad, Aquaman story to it.
Yeah.
And I just don't remember how it ended.
I mean, when you look at the character development, Aqualad went from being on the Young Justice team to now he's the leader of the Justice League.
Yeah. But it shows that, like, they evolve, they age up, they join.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like Cyborg is that kind of character, too.
Yeah.
But they
I like the different
Cyborg.
take on him.
Yeah.
He's not the loud, brash jock in this one.
Although, I like the twist in the Cyborg introduction episode where the guy who plays Teen Titans Cyborg, who is loud and brash, was his teammate.
Yes, and he yells, "Booyah!"
Yeah. So you got, like, that Cyborg.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't Cyborg, it was just his friend.
That was really cool.
So I love that, they're kind of, like, taking the piss. Like, in the towards the I guess it's the last episode, second to last episode, where Beast Boy is having his hallucinations, and he
Yes.
goes into like Teen Titans Go, stuff
Yes,
like
that
that.
was good.
It was just
And it was
fun.
all the actors doing the voices
Yeah,
for the Doom, Doom, Doom Patrol.
yeah. So it was fun. They were just taking the piss out of themselves. So you could tell they're telling a serious story, but not taking themselves too seriously,
Yeah, yeah.
and it shows everything.
And I forgot about the Hello Megan thing
Yeah,
until
yeah. I forgot about that till it came up in that episode as well. How his mother was Hello Megan, and then McGann came to Earth and learned to be human by watching that TV show.
yeah.
Yeah, and I love the complex character interactions.
Dude, the one episode where Dick Grayson is with the with Arsenal and
And all his
the
brothers.
Arsenal clone and
Yeah,
at the security company for the day. That was a great episode.
it was. Yeah, that's just like I love that they have these like, especially early on, the episodes very much feel like standalone, but they are
Yes,
telling the larger story, and you see
without
how
a
they
doubt.
tie in. So it
Without a,
becomes like, like here's the introduction to Halo, and we've saved Halo, and Brion has his whole family problem.
I can't. That's probably one character I don't like is Brion.
Yeah, he gets more likable as we go. But I think the point is originally he's supposed to be unlikable.
No, he's still unlikable.
All right, fair enough.
And then the stupid name too, Geoforce. You couldn't come up with anything else.
Well, it's what it is in the comics.
I know, but even still, it still sucks. They should have come up with something better in the comics.
Well, talk to Peter David.
I will. Oh, I will.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Peter David at New York Comic Con. I guess it was 2017, and
Next time you see, that Stugots said he doesn't like the name Geoforce.
I will. And I asked, and we were just talking, and the question came up. Is there going to be a Young Justice? Well, Young Justice season 3 had already been announced, and the question was, are you going to be involved? Because he had been involved with the previous 2 seasons, and he said, I cannot talk about that at this time.
Oh,
Take that as you will. I said, all right. I look forward to seeing your work on it.
yeah, why couldn't he say if he was working on it?
Because he was contractually obligated to say.
No, I understand that, but why? Like, what would be the point from a contract point of view? Why would you put that in? Like, you want someone to be able to say, "Oh yeah, I'm working on Young Justice."
It may have been that he was negotiating the contract at the time.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Like, I don't know what the timing was or what.
Okay. No, that would make sense.
But he was just like, but I can't. But I'm not saying no. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I get you. So it might have been that he was still negotiating at that point, or it wasn't.
Okay. That part
set
makes
yet.
sense. Because if you have someone signed to a contract to work on a project, I think you would want them to talk about it, especially at Comic Con.
Well, again, it had just been announced like a month or two earlier, so
that's
you know.
I mean, there hasn't been. I don't think there's anything wasted. Every single thing that they've done in these episodes is obviously it's deliberate, but like it makes sense when when after you see it, it's like, oh, okay, that's why that's going on.
Yeah, and I love that. Like even like the minor things come up later. I will say it's just a little annoying just knowing as much DC as I do that some of the surprises get spoiled just by introducing a character.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course Granny Goodness is turning out to a villain because Granny.
Because she's Granny Goodness.
Yeah, she's Granny Goodness from Apocalypse. I know that G. Gordon is also from Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And although it hasn't come up yet, I hope I'm not spoiling anything there. When we introduced Deathstroke, we know his daughter Rose becomes a villain as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you seen her yet?
I want to say they switched her with another character, but I'm trying to think what her character name is. Teen Titans Rose. It's Ravager. That's it. So I think they switched her with another character, but Brion's sister is Terra, and they're very much doing the Judas contract with her.
I love that.
So
I was looking. Do we have a listener in Twitch?
We do, Mr. Divian, who's also hosting us, and is kind enough to just tweet about it.
Good man, right there. You gotta check out his artwork.
He's asking a question in chat. All right. So before we actually talk about the app itself, we also had Reign of the Supermen. Now, one thing I love about this app is we're getting day and date on the movies.
Yes.
So Reign of the Supermen came out on streaming like iTunes and Amazon, and then a week later it came out on Blu-ray, and we had it same day on the app, which was great because I was able to watch it that week.
Before people start posting spoilers.
Exactly. Although I don't know really anybody who did, but what did you think of Reign of the Supermen?
I liked it. I would have liked for it to be maybe a little bit longer. I felt a little rushed, but I mean, so did Superman versus Doomsday, rather. Death of Superman seemed a little rushed, but I know they want to keep it like a 90-minute, but I think these things, because they're animated and you're gonna watch them at home, it can be closer to 2 hours.
Yeah, and again, you can watch it in pieces if you have to.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very much a good retelling of that story and modernizing it. I think what kind of killed it for me is they tried to tie it into their other movies, and it overcomplicated the plot a little bit by like adding all the apocalypse stuff and
Yes.
because that was based Justice League War. Was it War that was
Yes.
where it's Justice League versus Apocalypse, and I don't know. I don't think we really needed to tie that in, for the big ending where it's like now we're gonna take it to them. Sorry if I spoiled the ending, but it's Reign of Superman. It's a 20-year-old story, but I liked how they introduced all the characters from Reign of the Superman. It's pretty solid. I wish they had done a little more of the mystery, because when Reign of the Superman first came out, there was a whole mystery of which one is the real Superman.
Right, and it's like the only one you knew that wasn't was Steel.
No, even originally you didn't know if it was.
Oh, I mean, no. When I read it, I knew. The only one I thought may have been really Superman was Hank Henshaw.
Yeah,
because it looked like him.
Yeah, they didn't reveal.
Like he, it made sense that he would come back as half a cyborg in the 90s.
Yeah, and they didn't really overdo the cyborg thing like right at the introduction. So there's kind of the build up to that. Eradicator could have been him at the time, because it looked exactly like Superman, just more Kryptonian
with cool goggles.
Yeah, and then we had Superboy. I think Superboy was the only one where we were kind of sure it wasn't. At the time.
Well, so 2 out of the 4 I knew. Like when I read it originally, as back 20 years ago, I knew weren't him.
Yeah, but at least they were hinting like could be, and then they kind of went, all right, yeah, he's a clone, and then they've kind of said, all right, Steel is John Henry Irons, and then I want to say Eradicator was revealed next to not be Superman, and then Cyborg, who turns out to be the big villain and all that.
Because the first part of that storyline was Reign of the Superman, and then it changed gears to who's the real Superman.
Yeah, it was. They're all trying to save Metropolis and be the hero. Meanwhile, Lois is trying to figure out are any of them Superman, and because the body has disappeared.
And then he comes back with the Billy Ray Cyrus hair and the black suit.
Yeah. Although in this one he also comes back with sort of a beard.
Yeah. Because again, you got to modernize it. Beards are a big thing now.
Yeah. But it's just, and fairly early they say, oh, the body is being, healed in the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
So I would have loved if they played up that mystery a little more, because that was my favorite part in hindsight, my favorite part of the story. Yes. At the time, it was just like, oh God, just tell us. It went on for like a year or two.
Yeah, I know, it was really long.
I know. Well, but that's the nature of the medium.
Yeah.
You don't think about it at the time, but 12 issues is a year.
Yep.
And if you're getting, four books a month, because each one had a different Superman book each week.
Yeah.
And it went on for at least a year, maybe 2.
Yeah.
You're just like, Wow, this is a lot.
Did you have? Did you collect all four?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you?
I had all four. Yeah,
So yeah, I was a
but they
voracious.
all had the special covers and
Well, initially they had special covers. Then they were just weekly. It was the weekly story.
yeah, the ones were all specials.
Yeah. Well, they had like
And
the die cut covers.
the only one that looked really good, I think, was the again Cyborg Superman.
I'm trying to remember because it was the die cut S.
Yeah,
Called
and then you opened it up and it was
the
they
chest.
all had
Yeah.
the embossed stuff and
Yeah.
color, the foil ink.
Welcome to the '90s.
Yeah, which was gigantic in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think did that start like with? I know that whole big thing, like a lot of it started with the death of Superman because it was bagged and it was had that blood the blood cover. But like looking back, do you think that obviously it was just all for sales, much like when Kiss would do it with their albums in the 70s? But did that really compensate for the lack of some storytelling or some bad artwork, like interior?
It never compensated for those things, but it did increase sales.
Oh no, definitely increased sales. But I felt like like a lot of the Image stuff was, hey, we feel like this might suck, even though I was a fan of a lot of the Image comics. But so if we put this Chase cover on it, we know we'll sell.
I don't recall Image doing a lot of those chase cover things. Like on
Oh
the number
yeah,
ones, I guess they did. But
yeah,
yeah, I guess they were a big part of that because they were doing that at Marvel, and then when they started Image, they did a lot of that. Your
yeah.
shiny covers and your glow in the darks and your whatever. But yeah, but again, it never compensated for those
Okay.
things. Um. So yeah, so Reign of the Supermen was
Did it
good.
make you? Did those covers make you buy a comic book that you didn't want to buy?
Me generally no, but
Mm.
did I buy extra copies of comic books because of it? Yes.
Right, so it works on some level.
X-Men number 1 had 6 different covers.
Covers, yeah, yeah.
How
I
many
think
did
I
I
had them.
buy?
I think I had all 6 covers too.
6. X-Force number 1 was bagged with a trading card, and you
Yeah,
could get one of 5 different trading cards. How many did I buy? 6,
yeah, yeah.
because I had to open one.
What about like Wizard magazine or what was the other one? Was it Wow?
It was something like that. There was also Hero magazine, Hero
Yeah.
Illustrated.
That
Um,
Wizard would come bagged and would have cards in it. And at one point, they had a Sandman bookmark that I had for a long time, so I loved it. Even though I wasn't even into the character then, the artwork was just really cool. So I had the bookmark, and obviously it's gone now. But yeah, some of the trading cards that Wizard put out looked really cool.
yeah, and that's half the reason why their stupid magazine sold. But
Yes.
I wasn't really a fan of the magazine, so I never really bought it.
The best part, the only thing I looked forward to in Wizard magazine was they would have once in a while they would have a casting call article where it would be like cast the movie, and they did a Batman one and they had Alec Baldwin cast as Bruce Wayne,
I could see that.
and this was the 90s. He was obviously Alec Baldwin was a younger guy. He had dark hair. He definitely had the look. So that one was good, and the X-Men one that they did was good because they had Danzig as Wolverine.
Everybody was talking about Danzig as Wolverine back then.
And he had the body type. He was short, he was built, and he was hairy.
And he was also going out saying, "I should play Wolverine."
Yeah, exactly.
So it wasn't really a stretch at that point when he's going out there saying, "I should be Wolverine. Why are they casting me as Wolverine?" So, but we will be seeing a new Wolverine soon. All right.
Want to speculate as to who you think?
No, I think it's going to be an unknown.
It should be.
Because they want somebody. The other thing is they want somebody young. So
Yeah.
because they want to be able to franchise it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not speculating on this one. It'll be as long as it's not like some teeny bopper. I'm fine.
Zac Efron.
No comment.
Obviously, I'm joking, but that would be hilarious.
No Robert Pattinson either.
Oh, though he's been talked about to play the next Batman.
I know. And somebody did a Photoshop of him, and I'm just like, no. No,
No.
no, this is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Alright, so, Reign of the Superman, we give it thumbs up.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a continuation of the story. If you like the first one, this one's slightly better. Because they didn't cram as much in as quickly, but it still felt a little crammed.
What I don't like though is in the two movies they made the Justice League themselves look like a bunch of jobbers.
Yeah, well, they sent them away, and it was just like, all right, that way we don't have to worry about where they are for the end of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Instead of
It was
saying,
good they addressed it because when all this would be going on, you'd be like, "Where the hell's the Justice League?"
yeah, I think it was just the Justice League just were not part of the story in the original.
They weren't, and
So
it's like, but we've built up this universe. How do we address that?
we built up this universe that only exists in one city.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not they all went home. They're all just in the one city, and there's nothing to do about it. But yeah, so they had to get rid of them. But now they're coming for vengeance. Brr. But so now that you have the DC Universe app, what do you think of the overall app?
it needs a little work.
Yeah.
The interface is not very friendly, and I don't need to scroll. Like I want to watch. I'm watching on my television. Okay,
Mhm.
I want to scroll through and see what I can watch on my television, and having rows of comic books to scroll through is kind of annoying. Like, couldn't you could just make that an area to click on that would just open up just like the other sections. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing if there was a screensaver thing for me to click on, I would click on that and let a screensaver play of artwork. I wouldn't be against that, but I'm not going to read a comic book on my television. I understand people, are using this app on tablets and phones, so they can read them. But I don't need. I could just do without having all that listed on the television screen.
So are you using Apple TV, Fire Stick,
Roku.
Roku? Okay. I just want to know because I'm more Apple ecosystem, so I've been using it on my iPad and on the Apple TV. And yeah, the interface is janky. Like
Yeah.
it sometimes just doesn't work. Like when I held up my iPad a couple weeks ago, let's see if, and I started trying to scroll up. Whoops. And that right now there's being weird. Like it's only going on. I think I rotated the screen and it screwed it up, so it didn't even rotate right. But let's see if it is scrolling up right this time. Um, I don't like that the comic book section that won't scroll down. I don't like the comic book section. It's issue by they're showing all the issues. You can't just go to
Yeah.
title and then issues.
Right, like, hey, here are all the Batman comics, here are all the Superman comics, and if I want that, you can click into it and then have them listed.
Yeah, or it doesn't even have to be that. It can be here's Adventures of Superman, here's Action
Yeah,
Comics. Like it can be by title, but the fact that I can't even, um,
right, that
just
wouldn't be bad either, but the fact that they're all scrolling across my television.
originally you'd only have like one issue of each, maybe two. At least now the comics section is getting better, where you have good runs of comics. I haven't really been using it too much to read because everything is like 5 to 10 years old, if not more. And when
Yeah.
I want to read a modern comic, it's like I want to know what's going on with Batman now. I want to know what's going on with
Now.
Superman now. And even then, I really don't care about Superman. But um,
I know what you mean. You want it, it should be up to date. But even isn't the Marvel one, like, not up to date?
the Marvel one is 6 months behind
Alright,
because
that's not bad.
because the retailers complained.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that makes sense.
so I'm fine with that. But I'm reading it, and when I talk about the stories, I always say I'm 6 months behind because I read on the app. But this is where I am, and this is the story. Where I've been to Comic Con and I'm talking to somebody who's created this book. I'm like, I love this book. I read it on the app. I'm 6 months behind, but I love what's going on now, and then I can talk about it. And they're just like, oh yeah, thanks. Um, but if it wasn't for the Marvel app, I wouldn't be reading Marvel at this point. I
Yeah.
think I've been a few years now, but if before that I wasn't reading like Marvel comics on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Um, and I love that app. This one, if they can fix that, um, the movies also hard to scroll through like that.
Yes.
It's hard to just find things.
It is.
Um, supposedly things are rotating in and out. A lot of the comics are good. A lot of the movies are good. A lot of the TV shows. It's cool to see all the old TV shows, um, and it's nice that they're doing.
Now, do you watch the Flash, the current Flash TV show?
I do watch the current Flash TV show.
Has the dude who played Flash in the series, was I guess in the '90s, is he playing like an alternate universe Flash on the current Flash series? Because the guy looks alike. I don't know if it's the same guy.
So he played the father. He played
Right.
So in the first season, he played the Flash's father. Then he played the Flash of Earth 3, one of the another alternate Earth Flash, and then when it was alternate whatever, so like during Elseworlds, he was Flash.
Okay.
If that's what you're thinking of. So
Yeah.
So
Same dude from that Flash series.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I like that. That's a nice little tie-in.
Yeah, so they've been good about that for the most part on all those Arrowverse shows, where they've had like the previous actors either come in as a different role or do something. I think Lois and Clark are the only two who haven't from that show. Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, but Dean Cain was in the Supergirl series.
Oh, that's right. He did appear in Supergirl.
Played her adopted father.
Okay.
But Terry Hatcher we haven't seen.
And we haven't seen Supergirl from the movie, have we?
No, Helen Slater. No.
Okay. So I knew there were like two major ones that hadn't been.
It would be cool for Helen Slater to come up somehow.
She has to. How could she not? I mean, what's she doing now?
She's still pretty.
Oh, of course.
Let's see, what is she doing now?
To the Googles and the.
Oh, she played the mother. She played Dean Cain's wife.
Oh, okay. So that's what happens when neither of us watch the show on a regular basis.
Yeah. I just remember Dean Cain because he stood out. Yeah, she looks exactly like. But man, oh man, that ode to Billie Jean movie poster.
Yeah.
Ming.
Right is right.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Look at that. She's even Martha Kent on the DC Superhero Girls cartoon. So yeah. I guess Terry Hatcher's the only one who hasn't been then.
Yeah, maybe she's not interested.
Who knows? Maybe she wants too much money. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see any of the really early Supermans, but what are you going to do?
Well, because they're all dead.
Well, that's the problem. Has Tom Welling appeared?
I don't know. Let's look. Tom.
No, he appeared on Lucifer for a bunch of episodes, but not Supergirl.
Nope.
So maybe that's who I was thinking of that hadn't appeared. But he's still out there acting, so who knows? Maybe we'll still see him on it. Oh wait, no, we won't, because neither of us watch that show.
Yeah, we don't watch that. We wouldn't. That's what they should have got to play the Superman on Supergirl.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. But I think
he would have been older, which is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the guy that they got looked pretty good.
Yeah, he looked good. I liked him in the role. The Lois Lane was also good.
Yes.
Other than that, everybody else from that show appeared pretty much. The Lois Lane from Smallville, I think, was a villain or something. I don't know. But she appeared. I want to say they even got what's her name? The blonde, the Chloe Allison Mack. Did she? I think. No, I guess she hasn't appeared yet, but she had some legal trouble, so who knows? And Kristen Kriok hasn't appeared either, so I guess only the Lois Lane has appeared.
Yeah,
I stand corrected. The joys of IMDb to tell us all these things that these people aren't bothering to show up.
I do like that the Aquaman the TV pilot is on there.
Yeah, that came up recently. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it. I watched it years ago, but I haven't watched it on there now.
I wonder if they'll show the old Wonder Woman pilot as well.
Yeah. I got into an argument with someone on Facebook the other day because I'm a big Linda Carter fan, and they had a picture of her and Gal Gadot. It was like, of the original Wonder Woman, and she was the best Wonder Woman. Well, she wasn't the original Wonder Woman. She was the best Wonder Woman. And you're like, no, you don't know who you're talking about. She was. I'm like, no, she wasn't actually. So I had to show them that it wasn't, and they got annoyed with me.
You got to educate them.
She was actually the fourth, but it's fine if you have to know something. But then when someone says, "Hey, no, check this out," don't get indignant.
Well, it's really scary. I was, doing a thing this week, and I found, and it was a quiz thing. And what was the first movie to have Wonder Woman in it?
Oh, what was it?
The Lego Movie.
Oh, cool.
Because it came out a year or two before Wonder Woman.
Oh.
And all the other ones, there was no theatrical.
Yes.
So, because it was a TV movie, then it was the TV series.
Yes.
And then the current...
Did you remember Colby Summers playing Wonder Woman?
No. When was...
Hold on, I'll pull it up. Because, I mean, she's gorgeous, and I'm a big fan of her from How I Met Your Mother and her work on the... I'm sorry, I'm just holding the tablet. Sorry, let me take over the...
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, apparently it was Josh Whedon.
Oh, okay. So that one I don't think was ever made, was it?
No, but there's artwork and stuff with her and photos of her in the costume.
Yeah, no, but they never made it. Yeah, that was he was working on it, but it never came to fruition. There was another one that had what's her name from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Wonder Woman.
It wasn't really good either.
Yeah, but that's the one I'm wondering if it'll appear on DC Universe at some point.
Yeah, that's the stuff that should be on there. But I mean, I'm looking at Colby Summers in the Wonder Woman outfit. Her Wonder Woman outfit is much better than the that other TV series with what's her name, Andrea Patridge? No.
Was it Pilecki?
Yeah. I know she's from the G.I. Joe movie too.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman series 2011.
I'm looking at these pictures too. They look good. Well, some of these are just photoshops, but like
the outfit from the 2011 series, it looked terrible. Blue spandex pants and
yeah. Oh, people complained about the pants. People hated that.
I mean, I don't care if Wonder Woman's not wearing pants because I've seen some really good designs of her like in pants. There was just something about like they look patent leather in some shots, and in other shots they look denim. So they just look inconsistent, and it's like. They could just be blue stretchy pants. That would have been fine too.
Yeah. Well, people want to see her legs. What can I say?
There was an article. There was some artwork I posted. I found on Tumblr a few years back, and it was all non-sexy superhero costume designs, and they all looked awesome. They still look good. You know.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I've seen them before too. But. So, DC Universe app, I'm hoping it gets better. I like it. I want to like it more.
Yeah.
I've been focusing on their original content more than anything else. For instance, watching the current movies like Reign of the Superman, Death of the Superman, Titans, Young Justice. Next up is Doom Patrol next week. So... we got... And Swamp Thing is coming.
Swamp Thing!
Yes. And I'm sure we'll talk about those as they come up. So, what's your overall thought on the DC Universe app?
It just needs some tweaking. As far as, the interface. That's all.
The interface. And the app does crash quite a bit as well.
And, I can't say, more programming. Just... Because it has a lot of cool programming. It's just, hey, I'm paying for the year. I'm going to want more, you know.
And again, the programming gets better month by month as they slowly add it.
It's still rolling out. So in a year from now, when I have to re-up, I will look at it and, I will re-examine it and be like, is this worth it? And if it's no, it's no. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I have till I think November, but right now I would continue to subscribe for my Young Justice and my Titans, and
Yeah.
Titans is good. I don't. It's not the best thing ever, but I like it enough that I watched every episode.
John, don't break shit.
I know I need to put new adhesive on this mic.
I'm going to remind you during the week.
Yeah, I have it over there. All right. So we'll definitely come back to the DC Universe app as we go.
I'm going to send you a voice memo at random times during the week saying, John, make it sticky!
I hope that I play it really loud at work so my coworkers go, "What the hell is that?"
John, make it sticky!
But with the DC Universe closed, that brings us to the hot picks.
Oh.
So what do you got for us this week, Stugots?
Honestly, it's going to be on the WWE network, the halftime heat match. If you have not seen it, if you don't know what it is, well, WWE ran a match that started on the network immediately when halftime started, and it finished immediately when halftime was over. So if you were watching the Super Bowl, you didn't have to miss a minute of the game. And it was a great alternative halftime show, in case you didn't like whoever was going to be performing on at the halftime, which was Maroon 5, right?
Yes, with Big Boy and
Right. So,
yeah.
And we can talk halftime shows maybe next week because I think it's a good topic. But this match had 6 of the best of the these 6 guys that fought in this match will be. They're the future of the WWE. These guys are, in the next 10 years, from now till 10 years from now, you will see these guys a lot. They are all immensely talented. They have great moves. They have the right looks. Their promos are unbelievable. Velveteen Dream is, he really could be like the next gigantic face for the company, without a doubt. Adam Cole, one of my favorites. Tommaso Ciampa, again, awesome. Johnny Gargasso, I'm sorry, there's birds banging on the window outside.
They want in, man. Let them in.
They do. When we finish, I'll tell you the story about the Blackbirds. This match was everything, and it's on the WWE Network for you to watch.
Awesome. Yeah, I've heard good things. I was again at family, so I didn't get to watch, but maybe I'll check it out this afternoon. All right. And my hot pick is I went to the movies yesterday.
Oh!
And I saw the Lego Movie 2 because everything is awesome. And it's damn good.
If you like awesome though?
Oh no, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
Yeah.
So there's no catchy song like that. That's quite as catchy as Everything is Awesome.
Mm.
But they do have one song that is, this song's going to get stuck in your head. And it's, generic pop song. And it's hilarious that they do that. To the point where I was singing it to the girlfriend after we left the movie to make sure it got stuck in her head.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, so it was, the songs are entertaining. There's not that epic song like the first one had. It literally takes place like right after the last movie ends, and there's a 5-year jump. And it's as fun as the original. No sequel is, exactly as good. I think it's
right.
I think the original is slightly better, especially since once you know the caveat of the first movie, you can kind of figure out the plot of the second movie in the first 10 minutes.
But was there Batman in it?
There's loads of Batman.
Batman.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And of course there's Unikitty.
Oh, Unikitty.
So yeah, so all the characters from the first one are back. And some new friends and enemies.
Who is cooler, Lego Batman or Bat Dad?
Lego Batman had a better song.
Yeah, well, I don't think Bat Dad has a song.
I don't believe he does.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, I forget what his wife's name is.
Jen!
Hey, Jen. Hey, look over here. And then bad pun, which I can't think of right now, but I've watched a bunch. I've watched his compilation videos.
I mean, all right. I guess we can talk about it another time. I don't want to. We'll go on for like 20 minutes.
We probably could do a whole show on just that type of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen. Watch Geekodrome live on Twitch. Twitch TV/Geekodrome. Or subscribe on iTunes to, get it right in your inbox on your audio, later in the week. We're on Twitter if you want to hit us up at Geekodrome Pod. On Facebook at Geekodrome Podcast. I'm Jon, and I'm on Twitter at JustJon. Stugots is on Twitter as @DonStugots.
Yep.
And he's got the Eat Up show that's coming soon still.
Yep. I'm just my laptop is getting fixed, and once that happens, once I get that back, I can start setting up cameras and starting to see how I want to film and do some more test shows. And yeah.
All right, so that'll be coming soon. Plus, we have the big, in 2 weeks, 100th episode spectacular.
Oh.
So you want to stick around for that. 100 episodes of Geekodrome. They said it couldn't be done. But here we are. Here we are.
No listeners, but 100 episodes.
We have like 3.
Awesome. 100 episodes.
100 episodes, then we have special things coming after that. So, till next time, party on.
Tits up.